Welcome everybody, LevelMDiecast, bringing you episode Big O number 42, episode 42, Diecast all. A big, gigantic behemoth of one. Do have quite a bit of stuff we're just going to roll through. We're going to start with some Kroger exclusives. These are just a couple. There are 4, but I only picked up 2. That's all I've been able to get my hands on thus far. This is the Porsche 911 GT3 in white with black stripes. Again, this is a Kroger exclusive color. Of course, like all Krogers, there are 4. So this is one of the 4. Of course, this is the one that is, most important to Level M for the most part, because we love Porsche. Big fans of Porsche here. So nothing really fancy here, just a recolor of the standard colors or standard model that they've been releasing this year. So we've gotten red and stuff like that. So that looks pretty good. Definitely like that one. I think that's probably the best of the mix thus far. Another Kroger exclusive is this Jeep Wagoneer, 88 Jeep Wagoneer, kind of a turquoise and black kind of color from Hot Wheels, the 80s. The other 2 Kroger exclusives are the Civic drag car and the Camaro. So definitely not interested in the Camaro, but might pick up one of those Civics if I could find one. This one looks good. Interior is kind of a chocolate color, looks kind of cool, kind of like that. It's a little different build on this particular one, just because they have the post right there in the middle, so you don't get it in the back here. They did try to hide that at least a little bit in there, but just a recolor of the existing color. We've seen gray and black this year, just turquoise, so really nothing fancy with that one. So throw him in the stand. All right, moving on to the P-Case, 2023 P-Case. We do have quite a few from the P-Case. This is a brand new casting for this year, 92 Dodge Viper RT10. They also did do the actual existing Viper casting this year, which is ridiculous, and it got a recolor. Then we get a new casting, but this new casting is bonkers. Absolutely far and above what we got in the mid-90s. This one looks fantastic. Full prints on the front look good. This casting is fantastic. Of course, they used the 3-spoke, which is probably the best wheel they probably could have possibly put on this, which looks absolutely fantastic. Full prints on the back as well. Does say Viper RT on it. Really good details on there. It's a really good casting. Interior looks pretty good as well. Some base deets on there. So really, really happy to get a new casting so we can send that other Viper casting to the depths of wherever it wants to go. Brand new casting for 2023. This is the F-150 Lightning Custom Super Hot Wheels-ified. It's a very large casting. You see, it almost takes up the entire card. Very, very big casting. Hot Wheels Hot Trucks. This one is pretty cool. Not a big fan of, Hot Wheels usually modifying things, but this particular one is quite nice. I do like this one a lot. It is ridiculously modified. It's more of maybe a Pikes Peak climber or maybe even a Time Attack, which I think is just a ridiculous thing. But you'd probably see this at Pikes Peak or something like that. It does have a chrome interior. It says F-150 there on the back. Super, super shiny. There is the interior. You can see some structuring and stuff in the bed, which looks pretty good. Just says Ford and F-150 on the side. Nothing fancy with that. Base details there. This is not a track car, 100% not a track car. This will not roll on the track. It's not an adjustable spoiler or nothing like that. So you can see it's a pretty decent sized casting for sure. All right, next one up in the mix is the 1957 Jeep FC. That means forward cab. Pretty self-explanatory. It does have a forward cab. Matchbox makes one of these in their moving parts line. Definitely doesn't have any flair to it, though. It is a completely stock version. This one is, of course, Hot Wheels modified. It does say Jeep and stuff on there. Looks good. Elephant 4-wheel drive, it says. So apparently there's a elephant in there. Looks pretty cool. This might be based on a SEMA vehicle or something like that, potentially. Not really sure, though. There is full deets on the front. Looks good. It does say Jeep. It is a big casting. Definitely a big casting for sure. Looks pretty good, though. Nothing fancy with it. There's the deets. So throw that guy up there. We had to put that guy on the top because he just doesn't fit anywhere. All right, next one up. This is the Sand Burner. This is an existing casting, just a casting that I kind of like. It's kind of an off-road Dakar rally kind of car looking thing. So this is from Baja Blazers. Nothing fancy with this. It is a generic casting, so nothing fancy with it. Does say Goodyear on the side. 1130 with Hot Wheels logo as well. Spare tire molded into the casting on the top, which is way smaller than the actual wheels. Looks okay. It's got a mud-colored bottom. Cool details out the back. Some tri-stacked exhaust. Kind of cool. Big, huge wing and stuff like that. It's a pretty decent casting. It's pretty wide, pretty beefy. So I just kind of like it because it's a little bit different. So throw that guy in there. Put him up on the stand. Moving on to another generic. This is Hot Wheels drag strip. This is the Rockin' Railer. This is new for this year. This is the first recolor. So we've already seen this casting this year. This is the recolor. This one doesn't have like a traditional interior or anything. There would be a seat back here, but you notice there are little notches on the wheels. That is because as it rolls, the engine knocks back and forth. It's an interesting little feature there. Matchbox did that a lot back in the day. They were called Roll-O-Matics. Not sure what Hot Wheels wants to call their own iteration, but that's exactly what they are, is a Roll-O-Matics, a modern-day Roll-O-Matics. So we'll put that guy up there. Nothing fancy about him. Moving on to a motorcycle Honda Super Club Custom. So the new casting this year. This is the first recolor. We did get the first one this year in kind of a red and cream color, I believe. Now we have it in blue and white. This one looks especially cool with the Honda on the back, with the storage container there, so you can put stuff in there and transport it around. Really love the new wheel that they came out with this year. It's been on several motorcycles already. I think it looks good. I think it is important that they finally got something new. Little bit of print underneath the seat there. It does say Honda. Obviously, the handlebars are a different piece. So still only made with a few pieces, but looks pretty good. It does have an integrated kickstand on the side, so it does sit there and doesn't fall over on its own, which is cool. So we'll kind of set him kind of right there. Doesn't need to put him in the slot. Another one of those rocker kind of vehicles. This is new to the case as well. This is the Lay-In Lowrider. This one does have the same kind of rock feature to it, where it kind of moves and does things and makes the engine pop around. See the engine popping around a little bit there. So does the same features. This one is all done up with some pinstriping. Looks very Halloween-esque. So I think this was intentional. There is no interior on this model just because of the features and stuff like that. It does have that nice, good rake to it. Chrome base on that one. It's kind of a hybrid of a bunch of different models, but it's essentially like a Monte Carlo Impala kind of mashup. A little GTO maybe thrown in there for side profile, but chrome base on that one. Nothing fancy besides that. Again, just a generic casting. A recolor on the Pajero Evolution. First one came in red. Now we do have it in white. I think this one looks significantly better, but they're both Rally Art Deco, so nothing's really changed. It's just the base colors. I think the first one had a black base. This one now has a red base. And then a red body now has a white body, but the same decos on the side. So this one looks good. No prints on the back or anything like that. It's a perfectly sized casting. I really hope to see this in premium at some point soon, because I think it'd be a perfect fit. Prints on the front look pretty good. It does have those large kind of arrow blade wheels on there, which look pretty decent. Not a huge fan of the wheels, those particular wheels on that, but as far as the Hot Wheels stable goes, that's probably one of the best options they have. All right, new color for the 84 Audi Sport Quattro. We are getting an actual Audi Quattro next year, but this one is the rally car, the short wheelbase rally car. This is the latest and greatest deco in white with some kind of a little bit off gloss yellow. It's you can see the light glare off of it. It's not gloss. It's a very interesting color. Looks good. Hot Wheels graphics on the side there says 84 Pirelli Audi Sport Castrol Quattro. Of course, no prints on the back. It's pretty common for this casting. This casting usually doesn't get rear prints unless it was premium, but it usually always gets front prints, which looks okay. Not the greatest quality on those, but they're not bad. And then this is part of the interior, that little vent piece on the hood there, which looks pretty good. So just another one of those Audis to add to the stable. So we'll throw him up there. All right, next model up from the P case is the 82 Cadillac Sedan, or Cadillac Seville. This is a casting that's gotten quite a bit of popularity lately with its resurgence. This is the second color for this year. Plus there was a red edition. So definitely been getting some flavor. There was also an NFT done for this guy. Burgundy interior with blue, two-tone blues, dark blue and light blue. A very interesting color combination. That burgundy interior does translate for the taillights on the back, which look okay. Does say Seville. It's a cool casting. It's been modified heavily from the original Blackwall days, but it's still pretty cool. It still rocks the same basic profile. It says 1980 on there, so it's been around for a little bit. Cadillac symbol there on the essentially the D pillar. So we'll throw that guy in there. Not a big fan of the blue. Definitely not a big fan of the blue, but it's all right. Another blue one-ish. This is the custom small block. This is one of those brick ride cards. This is the latest color combination for this one. It's kind of Christmassy kind of theme to it, just with the color assortment that they have on there. I feel like Hotwheels has probably done that intentionally, because when the P case essentially is hitting is October, moving into the holiday season. There are the deets on the side. Just have those Aeroblade wheels as well. Again, this is one of those brick cars, so the pieces do come off of it. You only get two pieces. You get the window piece, cab piece, and then you get an engine piece. Very, very limited on what you can actually do with it. You cannot attach it to the back or the front or anything like that. So that's a little unfortunate. And you also can't attach it to this other side. Of course, it is a plastic body with a metal base. So this one is definitely made for the track. It does have that sloped up chin. So you can tell that you can put that on the track if you want to. But other than that, just pretty standard quo with that particular guy. Next one up, Hummer EV. This is the actual proper next color. The Barbie EV Hummer is a separate casting. It's completely different casting. So this one looks pretty good in green. Seen it in yellow, in a kind of a gold kind of color. I think the green is really, really nice. It does say Hummer on the front. Full prints look good. Of course, full prints on the back as well. Quality is pretty good on this one. The base has the exhaust tip. So that's a really nice color break in the back. Looks good. Does use the typical off-road wheel from Hot Wheels. And then, of course, you do have a skateboard in the back. And a pretty clever use of the plastic to keep the weight down on this casting just a little bit. Not a lot, but just a little bit. So throw him up there. And then the last one from the P case that we have here. This is your regular treasure hunt. This is the 2020 Ram Rebel in kind of a Coast Guard. There is your deets in the back for the treasure hunt. This one is okay. First time we're seeing this in kind of a crazy Hot Wheels deco. There is your treasure hunt logo right there on the back. Search and rescue. Still gets front and rear prints though. So you still get all the prints right there with Ram and stuff like that. This particular one doesn't have very good quality prints on it. But you do have the taillights printed up. See, this one is very bunk on that side, unfortunately. But it is what it is. You know, it's a treasure hunt, so not going to argue the case. So we're still going to throw that in the collection. Throw him up there. All right, a model that is not part of Hot Wheels Basics, not P case or nothing. This is the latest Forza set. That is the mix that there is. I've been unable to find the Porsche thus far. But the Porsche and the Bugatti are the only two castings we really collect here. So I did pick up the Bugatti. So this is a brand new version. These are considered the premium ones. So these are about, I don't know, $3.50 a piece or so. So you would expect to get a bunch of extra print, but you really don't ever get much extra print. From the very standard blue one that was when released, basically you just get the Forza on there. You get Forza on this side as well. It does say Xbox on there. A little bit of prints on the back. I think it says, let's see, it says on the plate. I think it says Xbox on the plate. There you go. So really nothing fancy with this. Just another kind of standard version. Really, in my opinion, not probably worth $3, but it is what it is. All right, I did pick up one Super Treasure Hunt. I got this for pretty cheap. I got this because I want to crack it It does have a not very good card. Card's not terrible, but it's not perfect. Actually, I don't think the card's all that. Oh, there's a pretty good vein in the top there. But it is what it is. I wanted to crack one open so that I can, enjoy it. And there is your treasure hunt symbol right there. No print on there, so this probably is an international card. It is what it is. International card, U.S. cards don't really matter to me. There is the Super with, of course, the Real Riders. This was the first Super of 2023. So it is quite old by current standards. But Spectra Flame Red looks good. Orange Window looks good. Really happy that I can add this to the tuned collection. So I do have all of the tuned ones they've done currently. And so I really wanted to get the Super of that. I just wanted to get it for a good price. All right, we're going to move on to a little bit of Hot Wheels premiums, some other premiums as well. I did miss out on this drop. I unfortunately kind of wasn't paying attention and whatnot, so I was unable to pick this up. But luckily, I had a buddy who picked up some extra ones and was able to hook me up and sold me one for cost. So always nice to have friends in big places like that. So I'm going to kind of maybe put that guy there. We're probably not going to be able to see him because I also picked up this. You guys know I picked up the Pink Party Power Wagon. I do have a bunch of the convention ones. This was a big deal. I didn't have this one. 29th Annual Collectors Convention from Los Angeles. From 2015, this thing still commands about $150, $160. Luckily for me, I had a buddy acquire it in a collection. And so there is a deal pending for this. But regardless, we'll figure it out. It is definitely going to be in the collection for sure now. So we're going to add that there. I'm pretty sure I have all of those Power Wagons now. I'm pretty sure, but I'll have to go back and check just because I don't specifically remember. Also, got my Elite 64 Land Rover. I got a couple of these. I didn't really go crazy like I have with previous ones. Of course, they come in the Hot Wheels Protecto Pack. I'm not really sure why they don't just sell these individually so you can put your premiums and stuff in them, but that's just kind of the way that they do it. There is the Land Rover. Been waiting for this one to come out forever, number 5. Some of these were incorrectly shipped about 6 weeks ago to a couple of people who purchased Lamborghinis and stuff. There's the details on the back. Nothing fancy with the card, pretty average stuff. Gives you a little bit of information there. It does have an inline 4-cylinder with a 4-speed manual transmission. So we'll just go ahead and crack this one a little bit methodically. So I do keep the blister from it. I don't throw them away. I don't necessarily have a reason to keep it, but I just do. So we'll pop that back in there. We'll put that back in the Protecto Pack. So just throw that back in there. Call it good. All right, here is our Land Rover. Elite 64, so you do expect to be fully detailed up. Looks like it is pretty good. All Elite 64s are supposed to have like a thing, some kind of specific thing with it. I think this one is just maybe flat out detail. It doesn't appear to have any moving features. Certainly doesn't have suspension, which I was hoping it might. But there is your fans in the back. See a couple of tanks in the roll bar as well. That is a spare tire. Looks pretty good. That is rubber. So that is a pretty good detail. Of course, prints on the back. Of course, it is premium models. It's going to have all them deets. Does have added on side mirrors on both sides, which look pretty good. Roll bar on the top of the roof. A light bar as well. The prints on the front look fantastic. Look how much detail there is in that winch. That looks really good. Nice big wide tires. Brand new wheel. Obviously, for this specific casting, this is not necessarily going to be a moving forward rail rider, but that would be cool if it was. Just standard, rail in there for the axles and stuff like that. Nothing fancy. Get that flipped around. There is your base deets, made in China. So very interesting that these are made in China because they don't make anything else like the basic range and premium and stuff and all that. None of that stuff's made in China, but these are made in China. So very interesting. But that one looks really good. I am pretty happy with that. Those are stiff side mirrors. They're not soft touch like MiniGT or anything like that. But that guy looks pretty good. It rolls good. It rolls like really good, really smooth. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby. So we're just gonna put him there because we still have quite a bit to go. Let's see here. Ah, yes. I worked out a bit of a trade, a little bit of cash to get my hands on this chase piece. I would be completely caught up on chases. However, I did move off some of my previous chases, but I am keeping all the Porsches. So this is the most current one from Race Day. Of course, that is until Modern Classics 3. And of course, that next off-road set drop. And then we won't be caught up anymore. But for now, I am caught up on all chases. So get this popped out of there. This one comes in a double blister. I guess I forgot about that for the race day because the other one probably was done up the same way. So get the card art out of here. There is our Porsche done up with black and gold. It's ridiculously shiny. It does say Porsche along the top of the windshield. Looks good. Black wheels on that. Just says 75th on the side. Completely different deco than what the original release is. So not something that they've really done before with the chases, but I think it's perfectly fine, perfectly happy. Tiny little bit of red print there as well for the tow hook. So we'll just throw that guy down there. So happy to add that 935 for sure. I do have an older Real Riders series. This is the BMW 2002. This is one of the, this might have been the first time this was ever in premium. This Real Riders series was a little bit budgeted. There is this particular mix here. The Ford Transit Supervan is pretty nice. So we'll crack this guy open. Just happy to add the 2002. So there is the deets there. It says, you can't even see the, it's H28. It doesn't really show there, but it is H28 for the day code. Number 2 on the side. I do love the wheels. Again, this was a little bit more budgeted time for premiums, so you don't get front or rear tampos on this whatsoever. But you do get a little bit of print on the top. Some black and blue looks good. Looks very, very good. So definitely been focusing on some BMWs as that BMW 2-pack is looming right around the corner from Hot Wheels. All right, next one up. This is an older Hall of Fame. You can see how unbelievably yellow this blister is. It's just brutally yellow. See how bad it is? It's supposed to be clear. This is Richard Petty. This is his Plymouth GTX. So not a NASCAR fan. Not really into all that kind of stuff like that. But I like Mopars, and I like Mopar race cars too. So wanted to scoop this up. I got this for $5, so can't really deny that. There is a card and stuff in there as well, but that's all going in the trash. We're just going to focus on the Plymouth itself. Again, not super detailed, but pretty good details on this. Prints look pretty good. I do like the Goodyear slicks on the side especially. They look very, very good. Prints on the back, a little bit of taillight prints as well. Number 43 has a 426 in it. It's a pretty nice casting. I really like the fact that it's a color matched painted base, which looks really, really good. So pretty happy for that. It's kind of a little bit of a blue tint to the wheels, which is cool. It's kind of a cool touch to it. So we'll throw this guy maybe right there behind the Porsche. Some more Hot Wheels premium. This is one of those Bartwell wheel ones that were from like 2005, 2006. This is the Porsche 911. It's obviously off the card. Still in the little pouch package thingy here. I picked this up loose as it is. But it seems to be in perfectly fine condition. We'll just cut this open real quick. Hopefully, get that out of there. There we go. It was on there with some rubber bands and stuff, which looks like we're good. So just another version I didn't have. This one does have those Bartwell wheels on there. Doesn't look all that good. There's pretty much no print on this thing at all. No prints on the back. You get your Porsche symbol on the front, but that is absolutely it. So not very good quality from Hot Wheels back in the day, that's for sure. See how basic the base is, just not good at all. So throw that guy down there. So add him to the mix. All right, we do have Hot Wheels 2-packs. I did think about doing a video for these separately, but I only picked up 2 of the 3 2-packs that came out. This is the mix. So we do have the HKS pack. Obviously, we have the Golf pack. Those are both re-released models. So I optioned to just leave it. Just leave it. I'm not going to waste my money on it. Officially licensed product from Ford. This is the 2014 Mustang Cobra and the Boss 302. The Boss 302 was from the Golf series they did a few years ago. But the Mustang, the 2014 Custom Mustang, is new. So this is your brand new version. They've also done this for the Need for Speed, I believe, in the old school premium. This one looks pretty good. You know, premium decos. I do like the orange wheels on there. Definitely is the same type of wheels from the McLaren that they've done a couple of Golf decos for. Taillight prints in the back look good. You know, high quality inkjet printing looks good. It's a cool casting. This one's all right. I don't mind this one. This one's interesting, but I don't really have. I might only have like maybe one version of that particular casting, so I was pretty pretty on board to get the 2-pack. And then I don't have this one at all because I really wasn't doing completions back when this Golf set was new. So I don't have one to compare this to. So basically I just look at this as just a nice new addition to the mix. But the prints and everything look good. They were doing full prints at the time too that this one came out. So I highly doubt that there's going to be any difference between this one and the one in the Golf series. But like I said, I don't actually have that one in the Golf series, so it could be different. This is the one that I was most anticipating, though. I absolutely love the R33. It's my favorite Skyline of all time. Then it comes with, of course, the HKS MBX van, which was released in a pop culture set not that long ago. So that is the re-released one here in 2. I do have the original one of this somewhere, but I couldn't tell you where it's at right now. Obviously, I've been moving a lot of stuff around in the collection, but I don't think there's anything different. I think there may be a little bit different color of the wheel, but I think the deco and stuff is exactly the same. It says HKS on the back, looks good. I do like it a lot. I do like this MBK van. It's kind of an interesting choice. Matte black on the base. I bet you the base is probably a different finish. So we'll put him maybe here. Finally, I've been waiting to get my hands on this ever since it was announced. The R33 HKS. That one looks really, really good. It's such a busy deco, but it looks good. I do like it. It says Advan on the back. Does come with the 6-spoke wheels. HKS Super Oil on the side, Sparko. Of course, HKS Power across the windshield, which is a really nice additional print. Prints on the front look good. You can actually see the headlights. The R32 they did was a little difficult to see the headlights just because the prints kind of molded into each other. But this one looks good. Gloss black on the base. So pretty happy about that one. The deco wraps around the wing very well too. So very good quality on that. Very, very good quality. So put that guy there. Super stoked to have that one. Not going to lie. All right, I do have one Autoworld. This is the Diecast special edition. Just came out for 2023. This is the latest one. This is a second Golf. We've seen Golf before for this particular casting as a hobby exclusive. But now we're getting this one as well. This one has number 23 and stuff on the side. It is completely different than the previous one that they did for Super Mini Wheels. So if you have the Super Mini Wheels one, you will definitely need to pick this one up because it is different. So get our clamshell out of here. This one does have a dark blue interior. You see the checker on the top with the orange stripes. Looks good. 23 as well. Got your Hellcat in the back. It says Golf. Orange wheels look good. Goodyear tires on there. Prints on the front look fantastic. It says SRT in the grill. Got your nostril hood on there. And then you got Golf on the plates. Looks good. Just very, very unfortunate to get a chip directly out of the package. But it is what it is. I mean, there's nothing you can do. And of course, you have to buy these online. So not like I could take a look at it, in hand before buying it. So hood does open up though. There is a orange painted cover in there. Not a huge fan of that. It's a little bit too busy. Just with the whole deco. Too much orange and blue floating around. Raw base on this guy. Do like to look at the day codes on these. So looks like this was manufactured in June. So quite a bit of time to get to market, not going to lie. Quite a market run for sure. I got one Johnny Lightning as well. This is from Godzilla. It's from Pop Culture. The just factory Toyota Land Cruiser 1980. I just thought this was super cool. Just being just a factory version, I had to get it. So I scooped it up. In red, does have just the stock wheels on there. Looks pretty good. This is definitely a good casting from Johnny for sure. This is Toyota and stuff on there. I do like this casting. I have quite a bit of versions of these. I don't have them all, unfortunately, but I do have quite a few. I don't believe the top comes off or anything, but I think they can make it without the top. There is a Japanese plate on the back as well. A little bit of silver print on the bumper. And then there is some print on the spare tire. So probably says Godzilla or something like that in Japanese or something. But that's kind of cool. It's kind of different. This guy does have an opening hood, which has quite a bit of detail in there. Looks pretty good. A couple different colors and stuff like that. So we like that. Nothing with the fancy with the bases and nothing like that. Just painted up black, but looks pretty good. Add him to the mix. All right, I do have a couple of MiniGT. This particular one I bought just loose. I bought this from J-Car. So this one did not come with a clamshell or nothing. It was sealed. It was sealed. I've cracked it open and took a look at it because I couldn't wait to take a look at this particular cyan. This color is called Matte Viola SE30. And this is number 588, by the way. Super, super happy. I mean, just the finish on this thing is insane. Absolutely fantastic in purple. Of course, MiniGT is still killing it like they always do. Cyan on the plate looks fantastic. I really like the details. I really love the color on this one. It looks really, really, really good. So very, very happy about that one. I was going to buy this one from Surplus, but I don't think Surplus ever got this particular one. So didn't get included in a normal haul video. The other MiniGT that I do have, though, is the Subaru rally car. Yes, the very first time MiniGT is doing a Subaru 1997 Rally Sanremo winner. Number 3, this is number 3 of the car, and the model number is 512. I do apologize. Oh, there we go. Having some struggles with the scissors and the clamshells these days, so get this guy chopped up, get him out of there. Very, very happy that they're doing more rally cars. Definitely love me some rally cars for sure. There is the box art, a little bit different. WRC 97, again, number 512. Now, I did see some of these on the pegs. Some of these had some quality issues. They were having a couple issues with headlight covers and then this wing getting damaged. So if you guys pick up this Subaru, just make sure you really inspect it and take a look at it. So this one looks absolutely fantastic. Of course, it's MiniGT. It's always going to be good. But I will tell you that I am starting to really worry about their quality issues. I do feel like that's going to be a big problem moving forward. Looks pretty good on the top. That looks a little bit weird on the print because there is a antenna on the top. So the print's not messed up. It just kind of looks like that. Details on the front look fantastic. Lensed headlights as well. Prints look good. I do like the details on it. There is your rally deco there. Shows which rally it's from. Of course, it's right-hand drive for sure. I really like this a lot. There are the drivers' names. Colin McRae and the Greist guy. I don't know who the other dude is. And then there's some stuff on the wing. I don't think we'll be able to get close enough to read that. But you might be able to read that if you're watching it in HD. There is a roll cage in there as well. It is painted blue, which looks fantastic. Really good details on this. Really happy they did the 22B. Looks good. There's a little bit of details for the base. A aggressive tire track, which is good because, of course, it's a rally car, so it should have an aggressive tire. So we'll put him up there in the side there. You can't really see it much, but it's there. All right, final things we have. We do have some Matchbox stuff, some older super fast. This is the 308 GTB. I have this guy with laser wheels, but I don't have him with the this super fast lace wheel. I just have it with the laser wheel. It is in the same deco though. So pop out. These are Macau base, by the way. These are 1985. This one. We're going to have one more super fast after this. So cracking him out of there. Looks good. This one was a little bit more than I would really want to pay for something from the 80s. But it was a variation I didn't have. And it was, not loose. So it was brand new. And some of this older Matchbox stuff is getting a little bit difficult to come across. All right, next one up is the Turbo Vet, the hardtop. This one looks pretty good. I do have this one with laser wheels as well. So didn't have this one with the lace wheels, so definitely had to pick up the variation. Cracking them open from these really, really nice blisters. I feel a little bit bad, but not too bad. So a little bit of, degradation of the paint. It's pretty common. Luckily, the model itself is not degrading, so that would have been a bummer. So metal bases and stuff on these, they look good. Corvette symbol in the back. The plate is actually notched into the casting, which they definitely don't do anything like that anymore. And of course, suspension and stuff, but just some lace wheel details. All right, very last two models I have for this particular haul. I did post these up on my Instagram. I do have the latest 9-packs from Matchbox. The exclusive being the Honda Civic CVCC. The other models in here are all just regular releases from way earlier in the year. The 9-packs have the worst assortment of models ever. By far. They never have anything in them that's new or current or anything. Because the 9-packs are just so old by the time that they hit the floor at stores. So, get this popped open. We get our Civic out. It's the only one that matters. Get that off the studio. Now, I am a little disappointed in this. The color looks nice. It's kind of a peachy orange kind of color. But we really haven't been getting much love on this Civic. It's been in red. It's been in like an orange color. It's like they just can't get away from those type of shades of colors, which is unfortunate. It does have plates on the back. It says original CVCC. Taillight prints look good. Does say Honda on there as well. And of course, we saw the full prints on the front. The CVCC in the grille. The color, like I said, the color is okay. It's not the greatest, but it's okay. And then it has that weird kind of off-colored base. Because they don't use chrome, so it's got that weird off-color base. It's okay. I'm not a huge fan of that particular color. I'm not a huge fan of that being a 9-pack exclusive, but that's me. However, the other 9-pack we got is a pretty darn good one. We do get the Bugatti Divo. So we've gotten this casting, I think, 3 times this year. So we got it in the 70th anniversary. We got it as a red edition, and now we're getting it in a 9-pack. So very, very happy to see that. I can tell you that based on the releases of this Bugatti, though, it's probably relatively expensive for Matchbox to use this casting, and that's why it may not necessarily be in the basic range. Furthermore, I do believe, as I try to get this open, there we go, I do believe that we'll see this in premium this year in the collector line, potentially even in the Mattel Creations collector line. So that's a possibility too, so just keep that on the radar. This one in really bright kind of canary yellow, still has all the same black prints on the top that they've all had. Prints for the headlights as well a little bit with the white. No print in the front. That is a clear section there for the grille. It's part of the window to give it a nice color break. Does have the 5 spokes. I believe that's the wheel it's always had its entire life. Does have taillight prints. They are pretty integrated in there. They do look good though. It does say Devo on the back as well. Just crazy details for this casting. It's a really good casting. S28 is the day code on these 9-packs, by the way, in case you're looking for them. So we'll just throw him right there out there in the front. And there you go. That is episode 42. Pretty good stuff. I've been collecting for a little bit. Had some oddball ins here and there too. But that's the gist of it. So drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think about those. Let me know what you think about my pickups. If you're going to pick those up, you already got those. This is Target, by the way. So definitely try to hit Target. And of course, the 2-packs of Target as well. So, but let me know what you think about that Elite 64. Because I personally, I think it's good. I think it's worth $25. Most people are hating on it. As a matter of fact, you can still buy it from Mattel Creations website at the time of recording this. So kind of interesting. But anyways, I'm going to roll out. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Come back for more content, more hauls. We always have them all the time. I appreciate every single one of you. See you next time on Level M. Peace.